So Craig, this is an Oxy-fuel machine here from Kerf Developments. Can you tell me about this particular model?
This model, Oxy-fuel machine, it can have multiple heads. It can be any width to suit customers' requirements, and it can be any length.
Okay, now I'm going to put myself in place of an engineer who doesn't know much about this sort of technology or what Oxy-fuel can do. Can you talk us through what it would actually do for a manufacturing company?
This process can be used from anything from 3mm right the way through to 600mm thick, cut with Oxy-fuel.
So we've got a control here for the machine. What functionality does this provide and how does it work?
In a production environment, you would tend to program the parts offline. So you'd use a CAM package linked to some form of CAD system, do all your nesting offline, and then transfer onto the controller. This particular controller also has a series of parametric shapes. So if you need a quick one-off of a base plate or a disc or a ring or whatever, you can just put all the parametric sizes into the controller and then just cut the one off.
So it's very simple to use?
Yes.
What sort of training would it take somebody to?
Typically an hour or so.
Oh really, that's straightforward. So let's say, for example, Craig, you've got two types of companies that would buy this machine. You've got one that already have this type of technology and use it regularly, or new users. If you were a new user, do Kerf offer any features and functions that would assist?
Yeah, I mean, on this machine, for example, you've got an automatic height sensor.
Right.
So if the plate's been put on the machine at an angle, as the bed moves up and down the machine, then the height will be set automatically. So that will maintain the cut quality.
Okay.
And it's also got an option there for automatic ignition. So that's all done from the control unit. They don't, on a big machine, you don't have to come across an individual light every torch.
Right, okay, which is like you had to do in the old days, I remember it well.
Absolutely.
What about, importantly, costs? Is there anywhere we can start and where it finishes?
Realistically, it can start at about £15,000 and it can go upwards to 70, 75, maybe £80,000 for some of the bigger machines.
And that would generally depend on the size of the machine and the amount of heads that you have?
It can be the size of the machine, the number of heads, or the capability of one of the heads. Traditional standard Oxy-fuel type work.
Right.
It can be base plates, it can be parts for a press tool.
And that gives us a good example there with the sort of surface finishes you can expect, or the cut quality,
yeah.
And also...
I mean, that's as it comes off the machine.
Right. And then internally, where we've got the diameters or the holes there, you can see what you can expect in terms of the, call it the concentricity or whatever you want to call it, the hole. Okay. All right, that's brilliant. Well, that's been a really good insight into the Oxy-fuel side. Thank you very much, Craig.